The life cycle of the honey badger. A detailed exploration. The honey badger, also known as Mellivora capensis, is a fierce and highly adaptive mammal found across a wide range of habitats in Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Asia. Despite its name, it is not a true badger but belongs to the family Mustelidae, which also includes weasels, otters, and martens. Known for its toughness and fearless nature, the honey badger's life cycle is equally fascinating. This essay will explore the different stages of the honey badger's life cycle, including its birth, development, behavior, reproduction, and eventual death. 1. Birth and early development. Gestation and birth. The honey badger has a relatively slow reproductive rate. Female honey badgers are typically solitary animals, and the mating season generally takes place during the cooler months, usually from November to March. Mating can occur at any time of the year, depending on environmental conditions. The gestation period for a honey badger is about 6 to 7 months, and a female usually gives birth to 1 or 2 cubs. The young are born blind, deaf, and helpless, much like other carnivores. The mother creates a den for the cubs, often in a burrow or a hollowed-out log. This den is crucial for providing protection from predators, as newborn honey badgers are particularly vulnerable at this stage of life. Newborn characteristics. At birth, honey badger cubs are very small, weighing around 200,300 grams. They are completely dependent on their mother for warmth, food, and protection. Their fur is soft, and they are unable to regulate their body temperature efficiently. The mother stays with her cubs in the den, nursing them exclusively for the first few weeks. During this period, the cubs begin to grow and develop their senses, with their eyes starting to open around 2 weeks of age. 2. Juvenile stage. Development and learning. After the first few weeks of life, the honey badger cubs begin to venture out of the den and start exploring their surroundings. They still rely heavily on their mother's care for food and protection but begin to show curiosity about their environment. By 2–3 months old, the cubs start to eat solid food, which is typically obtained through hunting or scavenging. The mother teaches them how to hunt, catch prey, and defend themselves. Honey badger cubs learn important survival skills during this stage, including the ability to dig, climb, and navigate various types of terrain. The mother also teaches them to forage for honey, an essential part of their diet. The young badgers watch her every move as she raids beehives and consumes honey, which is one of their favorite foods. This act of honey hunting is not just about food but also a crucial skill that helps them survive in the wild. Independence. At about 6 to 9 months old, honey badger cubs begin to show signs of independence. They still rely on their mother for protection and guidance, but they are now capable of hunting small animals on their own, including insects, rodents, and birds. By this time, their hunting instincts are well developed, and they become more adept at finding food. Although the cubs are starting to become more independent, they often stay close to their mother until they are about 1 year old. The bond between mother and cub is strong, and the cubs rely on the mother to teach them how to navigate the challenges of life in the wild. 3. Adulthood. Maturation and behavior. Honey badgers reach full maturity at 2 to 3 years of age. By this time, they are capable of living solitary lives, although they may occasionally come into contact with other honey badgers during mating season or when competing for food. Adult honey badgers are known for their highly aggressive and fearless nature. They have few natural predators, and their toughness is a key characteristic of their behavior. Adult honey badgers have a highly varied diet, consisting of honey, small mammals, birds, reptiles, and insects. They are also known to consume the larvae of insects such as beetles and termites, which they uncover by digging. One of the most notable aspects of the honey badger's adult behavior is its ability to raid beehives, despite the painful stings from bees. This behavior is a testament to the badger's resilience and resourcefulness. Territorial behavior. As adults, honey badgers are territorial animals. They mark their territory using scent glands located near the anus. These scent markings serve as a signal to other honey badgers to stay away. However, the territorial behavior is not as rigid as in some other species, as honey badgers are not particularly aggressive toward others unless they feel threatened. Their territorial range can vary widely, depending on the availability of food and the density of other honey badgers in the area. 4. Reproduction and mating. Mating rituals. Honey badgers do not have a specific mating season, as they can reproduce throughout the year. However, mating usually peaks during the cooler months. The male approaches the female, and the courtship process begins with the male marking his territory and scenting the area around the female's den. Once they have mated, the female carries the fertilized eggs for 6 to 7 months before giving birth. Raising the cubs. After giving birth, the female is solely responsible for raising the cubs. She invests a significant amount of time and energy into ensuring the survival of her offspring. During the early stages of the cubs' development, the mother protects them from predators and provides them with food, both of which are essential for their growth and survival. Cubs remain dependent on their mother for up to 1 year, though they gradually become more independent as they grow older. Unlike many other mammals, honey badgers do not form lasting family groups. The mother and cubs live together temporarily, and once the cubs are old enough, they leave the maternal den and begin their independent lives. 5. Old age and death. Life expectancy. In the wild, the average life expectancy of a honey badger is between 7 and 8 years, though some individuals can live up to 14 years. In captivity, honey badgers can live longer, sometimes reaching over 20 years due to the absence of predators and the availability of consistent food sources. However, life in the wild is challenging, and honey badgers often face threats from larger predators, diseases, and accidents. Predators and threats. Despite their fierce reputation, honey badgers are not immune to threats. Young cubs are particularly vulnerable to larger predators like lions, leopards, and hyenas. Adult honey badgers can also fall victim to large predators, although their tough nature and defensive skills often enable them to escape dangerous situations. Nonetheless, the most significant threat to honey badgers in the wild is habitat loss due to human activities, such as farming and deforestation. Death. When a honey badger reaches the end of its life, it typically dies from natural causes such as old age, disease, or injury. There is little information about how honey badgers cope with aging or whether they display signs of decline before death. However, their solitary and often elusive nature means that they do not rely on social groups for assistance, and they live most of their lives independently. Conclusion. The life cycle of the honey badger is a remarkable testament to the resilience and adaptability of this unique species. From birth to death, the honey badger navigates a series of challenges, including survival in the wild, learning vital skills, and securing food. Its toughness, independence, and aggressive nature allow it to thrive in various environments, despite the many predators and environmental challenges it faces. The honey badger's life cycle, from its nurturing mother to its eventual solitary adulthood, reveals a complex and fascinating creature that continues to captivate researchers and wildlife enthusiasts alike.